Hi guys, so it's time to do another pregnancy update video. There's been a lot on my mind lately that I've been thinking about sharing with you guys, but we'll start with the big important stuff. So we met with the high-risk OBs at the hospital. Her heart looks great, her spine, her kidneys, her brain, all of the other vital organs look great, and that is a huge relief. We go in next week for the next ultrasound to see how that is going with her intestines, if there's still a blockage, how bad, and we might get might get a decent profile picture of her because I still don't have one, and I have a really amazing one of Levi. So I would like to have one for Shiloh, but we'll see if she cooperates. She was kind of hiding last time. So it gets a little bit crazy from here on out though. They want to do an MRI, which I guess can look at baby structure. Never had one before. I'm really hoping I can go feet first. I wasn't nervous until everyone started acting nervous for me and asking if I get claustrophobic, which thankfully I don't. But now I'm starting to get a little bit worried, so maybe they can just put my feet in and leave my head out. After that, starting at 32 weeks, which is the end of January, I go in for appointments twice a week up until she's born. They're going to be doing non-stress tests, which I guess basically they strap a thing to my belly and it monitors her heart rate. And so the idea is they want to see her heart rate jump as she's wiggling around. One of those appointments will also be to check the fluid levels, because something that can happen with these intestinal blockages is I can actually end up with too much fluid, and then that can come with some of its own issues. So they're going to monitor that. And then once a month, one of those appointments will also be an ultrasound to check on how things are going. We also at some point still have to talk to the neonatologist and a pediatric surgeon, and they are going to kind of go over really the worst case, if she does need surgery after being born, what that looks like, what they're looking for, what we can expect. I mean, obviously I'm hoping she won't need surgery, but if she does, then we'll need to know how that's going to work. We also have to do a tour of the birthing suite where she will be born at the hospital, the children's hospital, which is where her surgery would take place if they deem that she needs it, and the NICU for recovery after said surgery and making sure that everything's working properly. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. Oh, and the plan right now is to induce me at 39 weeks. I'm very thankful that they did not jump straight to needing a C-section. I have heard, kind of all across the board, even C-sections as early as 33 weeks, and that kind of terrified me. I would like to avoid a C-section if at all possible. However, I do know that there is some natural induction protocols out there. I have one that the midwives here in town used to use when there was a birthing center, and so I will be trying that. Hopefully I can naturally induce myself and I don't need Pitocin. I would really prefer to stay unmedicated. I know it is possible to do Pitocin and not an epidural, but I'm afraid of my pain tolerance. I don't know if it's quite that good. So I prefer to avoid that if possible. If that's what's needed for her to safely enter this world, then, obviously that's the most important part. But, there's still kind of, as a mom, you kind of envision how these things are going to work. And so I'm going to try to stick to that as much as is safe for her. That is all of the big medical news that we have. We don't really have anything more until like I said, the ultrasound next week, where hopefully we'll have some more information. As far as how the pregnancy is going for me, because it's pretty much, aside from a million more appointments than usual, it's pretty much progressing like a normal pregnancy. I still haven't gained a whole lot of weight. I'm actually still 4 pounds below my pre-pregnancy weight, which is interesting. For me, pregnancy is a weight loss routine. And so she's also kicking around like crazy. Joe is just now able to start feeling her kicking, and that's super exciting. We haven't really tried with the boys yet because she's still, it's pretty much first thing in the morning and late at night. when she's most active, and that's not when they're around. But she actually woke Joe up this morning kicking him in the back. So that's pretty adorable. It's definitely my favorite part of pregnancy, is just feeling her wiggle around in there. As far as how our family is doing, it's been complete chaos since we moved here in March. And we're just now kind of starting to get our feet back underneath us. It helps a lot now that Joe is full-time at his job. We lost a lot of income when we moved here, and so like even just paying bills has been kind of touch and go and really stressful. And unfortunately we both kind of have the tendency to bury our heads in the sand, and that's not gonna fix things. So we've been going through the very painful process of getting everything back on track, getting everything caught up. Really interesting to me to see the difference in like how we're approaching the pregnancy, especially in me. So like with Levi, it was all, you know, oh, first baby, we'd been wanting to get pregnant for like 5 years. And so there was all this buildup, and it was like, finally we can go buy all the baby stuff. And so pretty much the whole thing was all about, what baby stuff do we need? What baby stuff do we want? You know, like, I think we spent an unhealthy amount of time wandering around Babies R Us and looking on Amazon and reading reviews, and that pretty much consumed the entire pregnancy. However, this time, you know, we have all the baby stuff. We've done the newborn thing recently. We're pretty well prepared as far as that goes. And I'm really noticing, especially now that I'm a stay-at-home mom with Levi, like my priorities as far as what gets done during the day have completely changed. You know, I grew up with a really clean freak dad and not so clean mom, but she was not by any means like a hoarder. Well, I mean, I had 10 siblings, so, you know, it's just hard to keep that clean, even if you were Superman. So, growing up, I was always a really messy kid. I would leave my stuff everywhere. I just couldn't ever really be bothered to, you know, take that couple extra minutes to clean up after myself when it would be easy to do so, instead of waiting until later when it's, you know, this huge, overwhelming thing. And that is the way that I've lived my life up until this pregnancy. And unfortunately, Joe's kind of the same way. So if you can imagine, our house was not so attractive for a while. And even, you know, having Levi didn't really change a lot of those behaviors and habits. I don't know why, but this baby, it's a complete 180. Like, I want this house to be clean. I want to be like those mom vlogs where they walk through and there's nothing on their counter and they just like, you know, move the one glass that was sitting there and wipe everything down. You know, like, that's my goal now. And, you know, I'm super motivated. Like, I love doing the laundry. I'm still not a huge fan of doing the dishes, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And, you know, I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I am not a clean person, but being pregnant with this little girl, I don't know what it's doing to my brain, but I'm like, I have got to get my crap together, and I have got to get this house cleaned, and I have got to get these boys trained on how to help me so that I'm not doing it all by myself. I love my husband. I really do. He's an amazing help, and he does help me clean up around the house. It's just, you know, we get so little time to spend together as a family that we don't really want to spend it cleaning. And so therefore a lot of it falls to me during the day while they are at school or work to do cleaning and, you know, everything else that I try to squeeze into a day. So there's just a lot of growth and change and growing up going on lately. Levi's so cute. He's sleeping. We've got our baby monitor over there. He's still taking his nap. He's such a great little guy. Like, I'm starting to learn how to do some of these things with him around and, you know, not have to wait until he's taking a nap to cram everything in all at once. Well, I've rambled on for a while, so if you guys want to continue getting our updates, make sure you subscribe, click the little bell notification, And the Instagram and Facebook links will be down in the description bar, and we hope you guys will stick around on our journey with this little baby girl, and we will see you later. Bye!